Good morning, everybody. My name is Stacy Renee. I'm a mindset coach. I like to say a life on life's terms coach because I just kind of try to break down the simple things so that we can get a better understanding of how we're operating. And this week we've been looking at how we can empower ourselves through our choices and the response to our choices. So we've talked about perception and perspective this week, going from the unconscious and wound-based perceptions and grow into our empowered choices and how we want our experiences to be. So perceptions are often shaped by old data, past wounds, and unmet expectations, and perspectives are chosen and they're rooted in responsibility rather than just blame and default mode. So healing is not bypassing pain, and it's not just moving on, just saying, oh, I'm just going to move on, just an intellectual thing, but fully feeling and grieving and owning what we hoped for, expected, or chose. Feeling those feelings. We can't just say, we're not shallow like that. So when we take responsibility for our choices, not to shame ourselves, but just to understand ourselves more deeply, we reclaim our power. So from relationships to recovery to self-trust to choosing a new perspective allows us to release our victimhood and honor our growth and live aligned with what we truly want rather than what our wounds once had us reach for. Because our wounds desire to be healed, y'all. So here's 3 empowered tips to help you understand this process if you're hurting. So 1, pause and feel before you reframe. Before asking, what's the lesson? Allow space for grief, disappointment, or anger. Healing doesn't happen by skipping the feeling. It happens by honoring the feelings. Perspective comes after we fully acknowledge what didn't happen and what we wanted. Then we can focus on what we want. We have to heal what we don't want, or else we're going to keep creating from what we don't want, because we're going to be like tiptoeing, hoping not to create that, and then we can't even acknowledge what's on the other side. So 2, examine the patterns without self-blame. Instead of asking what's wrong with me and thinking that there's something wrong with your mind or that you're stupid, because you're not. It's just what is familiar to me. That's it. What was familiar to me? So look for common denominators in choices, relationships, or reactions. Awareness isn't judgment. It's what creates different outcomes. Awareness is the removal of obstacles, is what one of my t-shirts says. I'm sporting Piggly Wiggly. This is morning time, y'all. So 3, choose alignment over urgency. So if you desire security, peace, or emotional availability, your choices need to reflect that, even when loneliness or old wounds try to rush you ahead. Responsibility for your choices isn't restrictive. It's deeply empowering. So breathe, darlings. Have your hissy fits. Feel your feelings, but don't keep feeling those. Don't shit on yourself. We just ask ourselves, what do I really want after this? Is this how my source would have me think? What do I really want? And be open to the magic, mystery, and miracles, because they're not just for somebody else. They're for you too. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. All right.